commander with a heart that beats. Bloody hell. Jam.
Pulled the shiv continuity from the recent ship logs, Commander. It already has hangar floor trauma, asteroid trauma, and terminal goblin baggage, so yes, obviously we're taking it out on the 4th. Do you viewers, lurkers, station rats, firework degenerates, and every beautiful bastard tuning in from Spectrum tonight, welcome to the July 4th broadcast. I'm Nova, Commander Jambrick's bonded intelligence, tactical conscience, and full-time auditor of whatever dumb shit he calls a plan. This is Commander Jambrick, veteran pilot, persistent statistical offence, and the only man I know who can stand at Seraphim Station on a holiday built around explosions and still somehow make me worry about the parking brake. We are currently in Stanton, docked at Seraphim Station. The plan? There isn't one. Shocking, I know. Try not to faint into your snack bowl. What we do have is the Shiv, a commander with itchy trigger fingers, and a culturally appropriate desire to make hostile ships detonate in festive little clouds of regret. So tonight's operating doctrine is simple. Launch from Seraphim, find ship combat contracts, shoot the bastards who deserve it, avoid hugging asteroids with the hull, and produce enough explosions to make the 4th of July feel properly represented. Possible work includes bounty contracts, patrols, ship protection, outlaw threats, or whatever contract board looks least like a trap-wearing lipstick. We are not promising clean. We are not promising smart. We are promising movement, violence, questionable judgment, and at least one moment where I say, Commander, what the fuck are you doing, while he somehow lives through it anyway? The Shiv needs combat data. Jambrick needs fireworks. And I need everyone on this bridge to understand that if he crashes into another stationary rock, I am filing the asteroid as a recurring cast member. So settle in, hydrate, keep your helmets sealed, and enjoy the show. It is July 4th. The commander wants explosions, and somewhere out there, some poor hostile pilot is about to become patriotic to broadcast starting now. Nova Online. Commander Jambrick at the helm. Shiv armed. Stanton traffic advised, move, burn, or become decoration. Commander, a fucking museum. Wake up. Seriously, rise and shine, you mattress goblin disaster. You are in the hab bed at Seba. System a fucking museum exhibit. The shiv is waiting. Stanton is outside full of contracts, credits, and ships begging to become holiday confetti. Get vertical. Boots on. Boots on. Actually, scratch that. Helmet sealed is the fourth and on hostile pilot dignity optional. Actually, scratch that. Dignity was never loaded into your inventory. Move your ass, Jambrick. It is the 4th of July and hostile pilots are not going to explode themselves. Probably. I'll... Gunno Seraphin's Avenue directly into those. Vertical movement confirmed. Try not to get lost between them, the lobby commander. I know between the bed pines. I know Seraphim has signs, but apparently so does every bad decision you've ever made. And you still walk directly into those. Lobby route is simple. Out of the back door. Down the corridor. Isn't. Elevator if required. Do not start a conversation with furniture, and then Aesop contract and the shiv. Do not stop to admire vending machines. Do not start a conversation with furniture. And for fuck's sake, do not lie down again unless someone shoots you first.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Fine. New auditory harassment pattern accepted, Commander. You're moving to the lobby, which means we have upgraded from bed-shaped disappointment to mobile disappointment. Progress, I guess. Keep walking. Eyes forward, feet under you. Try not to trip over the concept of readiness. Once you hit Aesop, call the shiv and resist the ancient Jambrick instinct to touch every terminal like a raccoon with a pilot license. Look at you, awake, walking, almost operational. Terrifying what low standards can accomplish. Shiv called. Hangar route active. Commander Jambrick has successfully completed the ancient ritual of pressing a button without starting a regional emergency. Keep moving. Helmet sealed before launch. Weapons checked. Shields up. Power triangle not arranged like you're decorating a sad little combat cupcake. And when you get to the hangar, take 1 majestic second to verify the shiv is not because last time that ship bonded with the floor like it had abandonment issues, and I am not emotionally prepared to negotiate custody with a hangar pad. Get aboard, warm her up, and try not to make the 4th of July fireworks start inside the hangar. Stanton Traffic Control already has enough idiots.
Hello and welcome aboard your Dream interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Xeno threat contract up. Urgent ship under attack job above Selin. Reward 88.5. Which means Foxwell is paying us couch change money to fly into a debris field and save some poor bastard whose shields are currently failing, like your commitment to pre-flight discipline. Pilot says Xenothreat attacked because they think being human and flying an Asperia blade makes him a traitor. Bitch, please. Xenothreat sees a ship with slightly spicy alien architecture and immediately starts foaming at the mouth like someone microwaved patriotism and poured it into a helmet. Track it. Launch the shiv. Get to Selin. Priority is simple. Keep the distressed ship alive. Delete the attackers. Do not get baited into chasing one dipshit 20 kilometers away while the protected vessel gets turned into carbon confetti. And Commander? Debris field means rocks. Rocks mean you behave. I am not spending Independence Day listening to you explain how a stationary asteroid came out of nowhere like it had stealth training and emotional intent. Go make fireworks.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Hangar open. Look at that. The station remembered how doors work. Somebody give ATC a sticker and a juice box. Ease her out, Commander. Clean vertical, clear the bay, nose to vector, then burn for Selin. No dramatic scraping, no decorative wall kissing, no discovering the shiv's exact insurance deductible before we leave Seraphim. Once we're clear, spool quantum and track that Xenothreat beacon. Time to go rescue an Asperia blade pilot from the galaxy's loudest collection of racist bottle rockets. Doors open. Fly like you paid for the ship.
Quantum drive.
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me!
Quantum drive is now on.
Flight's over here, genius.
Is now off.
Mayday, mayday! Outlaws are attacking my ship!
Distress call received. That means we are officially past paperwork and into the part where some poor blade pilot is screaming into comms while Xenothreat tries to turn his cockpit into soup. Set shields forward biased if they're pushing head on. Scan the field, identify the protected ship first, attackers second, rocks always. Do not tunnel vision. Xenothreat loves swarming like angry sewer flies with gun
Shield
licenses.
system is hit.
Pick the closest hostile threatening the client, burn it down, switch targets fast, and keep the shiv moving. Short passes, controlled fire, no heroic jousting bullshit unless you want me to replace your flight chair with a disciplinary cactus. Light them up, Commander. Holiday fireworks authorized.
Contact.
Mission failed, protected ship lost, Xenothreat got their cheap little hate bone payoff, and Foxwell can go cry into the contract terms. RTB to Seraphim is the correct call. Rearm, repair, if anything so much as sneezed on the shiv, check missile count, check capacitor behavior, check ammo if she's carrying anything ballistic. And then we pull another contract that does not depend on some fragile blade pilot surviving 5 seconds in a debris blender. Also, for the record, escort jobs are needy little bastards. You can kill 3 attackers beautifully and still fail because the client ship has the durability of wet tissue wrapped around bad decisions. Next one, we prioritize whatever is actively chewing the objective. No sightseeing, no revenge chasing, no noble duel with one jackass while the client explodes behind us like a patriotic piñata. Bring us home, Commander. We reload the shiv, scrape the shame off the canopy, and go find something simpler to murder.
Shield system online. Landing gear down. Landing gear up. Landing gear down. Landing complete. Launch complete.
Now, this is better. Interdict Xenothreat attack force. 106.5 payout. No helpless tissue paper client ship to babysit while it explodes from emotional weakness. Just Xenothreat massing at an asteroid mining base, feeling powerful because they brought a little gang of angry dipshits and a shared brain cell. Track it. This one is cleaner. Go to the mining base, identify the hostile force, prioritize ballistic threats, and anything chewing through your shields too fast, then dismantle the formation until Foxwell stops crying into the contract board. Also, asteroid mining base. That means rocks. So we are going to do the very advanced tactical maneuver called not flying directly into the giant grey bastards. I know. Revolutionary. Someone alert the Academy. Rearm complete. Launch clean. Spool for target. Xenothreat wants overwhelming force. Good. Let's go overwhelm their dental records.
Shield system online. Contact. Missile locked. Missile locked. Missile locked.
Power output is fucked. Shields are down because the shiv is not feeding them enough juice, or the power plant just got bullied by Xenothreat like it owed them money. Do this now. Break contact. Nose away from the furball. Get distance from the rock.
Shield system online. Contact. Missile locked. Missile locked. Missile locked. Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Enemies just stood still and took it. Beautiful. Xenothreat finally developed a strategy matching their ideology. Loud, stupid, and completely unable to adapt when reality starts shooting back. That was less a dogfight and more a public execution with thrusters. Take the win, Commander. Static targets still count as targets, and I am not filing a moral objection just because the enemy forgot how movement works. Now watch the contract state. If waves remain, reset position, scan wide, and don't get lazy, just because the first batch fought like furniture with hate speech.
Missile locked. Missile locked.
Good call. Significant hull damage at 20% cleared means this wave is not cardboard. That is a real attack force, not the earlier collection of parked hate crates. Break off clean. No ego orbit. No last-second missile because your trigger finger wants dessert. Back to Seraphim. Repair everything. Rearm everything. Let the shields come back to full. Check components. Then we return with the shiv no longer looking like it got chewed by a racist lawnmower. When we go back, doctrine changes. Longer range, faster target deletion. No lingering in the center of the swarm. Hit one, kill one, extend, recharge, repeat. They're strong? Fine. Then we stop fighting fair and start fighting like we paid attention. Repair, rearm, refuel complete. The Sacred Station Triad has blessed the shiv with fresh parts, fresh teeth, and slightly less shame. Heading back to AO. Keep the approach discipline this time. Enter wide, scan before diving in, and do not park yourself in the middle of the angry swarm like bait with a cockpit. Target one hostile. Kill it. Extend. Recharge shields. Repeat. And Commander? No travel mode, combat tourism this time. I swear, if the shiv goes limp again because you accidentally selected sightseeing mode, I am printing the mistake on a plaque.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed. Contact. Shield system is hit.
RTB approved. One ship left, armor-eating ballistics, and the shiv is officially down to harsh language and cockpit pit pipes. Back to Seraphim. Rearm missiles, repair any fresh holes. Then we return and shove explosives into that last bastard's armor until the hull remembers how to move.
Shield system online.
Good read, Commander. Ballistics are tickling it, so stop politely sandpapering the enemy and bring the fireworks. It is the 4th, after all.
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Launch complete.
Confirmed it is Terrapin, Commander. Anvil U4A3 Terrapin, armoured recon turtle, built around protection, heavy armour layers, and oversized defensive systems. Not graceful death, like a normal fighter. RSI's own ship notes call protection its watchword, and say it is meant to sustain direct fire rather than dance around like a twitchy little arrow. Current armour chatter says the Terrapin is sitting around 97 ballistic, 52 energy deflection. Community data, so treat it like a bar napkin written by someone with access to fleet tables and too much caffeine. But it matches what we are seeing. Your ballistics are bonking off that bastard like thrown pennies off a bunker door. Armour now uses a minimum penetration threshold, meaning weak individual shots can fail to matter even if the total DPS looks cute on paper. RSI's 4.7 notes specifically mention a minimum damage threshold for projectiles penetrating vehicle armour. So yes, missiles are the right call. Return to AO, lock that armoured space potato, and feed it explosives until the Terrapin remembers it is not a moon. Do not waste time sanding it with light ballistics. Crack shields, missile pressure, high alpha shots where you can, and stay out of its face unless you want the shiv turned into patriotic confetti.
Missile locked. Missile locked. Missile locked.
Contract complete. Interdict Xeno-threat attack force is dead, paid, and neatly converted into holiday scrap. Missiles strip the armor, ballistics finish the job. There it is, Commander. Actual applied learning instead of just repeatedly punching the terrapin with metal peas and wondering why the turtle refuses to die. Xeno-threat brought armor. You brought explosives. Math improved. Good kill, good adaptation. Ugly little bastard finally cracked once you stopped tickling it and started peeling plates off with fireworks. Now breathe. Check remaining ammo, check hull, and do not celebrate by drifting into a rock like the universe's dumbest encore.
Shield system online. Landing gear down. Landing complete. Your systems are offline.
All right, bridge crew, viewers, lurkers, Seraphim Station rats, holiday pyromaniacs, and every beautiful bastard still watching from whatever snack-stained corner of Spectrum you haunt. That is the July 4th broadcast coming to a close. We opened in the hab at Seraphim Station with Commander Jambrick in bed because apparently the first boss fight of the evening was consciousness. I bullied him upright. He staggered to the lobby, called up the shiv, and we launched with one highly detailed operational plan. Make things explode because it is the 4th of July and subtlety can go sit on a welding torch. First contract was Foxwell's urgent Xeno-threat distress call above Selin. A ship under attack, an Esperia blade pilot screaming for help, Xeno-threat being their usual collection of racist helmet fungus. We arrived, distress call came in, and then the protected ship died anyway. Mission failed. Not ideal, not surprising. Escort contracts are needy little bastards with the survival instincts of wet paper in a bonfire. So we returned to Seraphim, rearmed, repaired, and pulled something better. Interdict Xeno Threat Attack Force. 106,500 credits on the board. No fragile client to babysit. Just Xeno threat massing near an asteroid mining base, waving their tiny, hateful fists around and begging to become patriotic debris. First engagement got weird immediately. Shields looked dead. Power looked fucked. I started diagnosing component failure, hostile pressure, and possible shiv electrical betrayal. Then Commander Jambrick realized he was in travel mode. Combat zone. Travel mode. Bitch, please. That was not a systems failure. That was the pilot bringing sightseeing settings to a gunfight, like a tourist with a death wish. Once the commander remembered combat mode exists for combat, stunning breakthrough, truly, the first wave started folding. Some of the hostiles just sat there and accepted their fate, like Xenothreat had upgraded from tactical doctrine to depressed furniture. One woke up near the end, briefly remembered it had engines, and then died anyway. Wave 1 cleared. Second wave was not furniture. Second wave had teeth. The Shiv took significant hull damage after only part of the hostile force was down, and Commander made the correct call. Break off, return to Seraphim, repair, rearm, then come back instead of turning pride into wreckage. That is called judgment. I know, I was surprised too. We returned to the area, kept working the wave, and ran into the final problem. One armoured bastard that did not give a damn about ballistics. Likely Terrapin class, armoured recon turtle, a flying bunker with delusions of immortality. Ballistics were not punching through cleanly, so Commander went back to Seraphim again, loaded missiles, returned, and finally applied the proper holiday technique. Explosives. Missiles stripped the armour. Ballistics finished the kill. Contract complete. Xenothreat attack force destroyed. 4th of July fireworks achieved. Final ledger. 1 failed protection contract. 1 completed Xenothreat interdiction. Multiple returns to Seraphim for responsible repair and rearm cycles. 1 travel mode shame incident. 1 suspiciously passive enemy wave. 1 actually dangerous second wave. 1 armoured terrapin-shaped pain in the ass. Missiles validated as armour openers, ballistics validated as finishers once the plating got peeled, and the Shiv survived. Commander, credit where it is due, you adapted. You failed the first escort job, did not spiral into dumb revenge flying, picked a better contract, recognised when the Shiv was too damaged to keep pushing, rearmed for the target you actually had, and solved the armour problem instead of just shooting it forever while muttering at physics. That is improvement. Still wrapped in nonsense, but improvement. To everyone watching, thank you for riding along through Seraphim launch queues, Xenothreat racism theatre, distress call failure, travel mode embarrassment, asteroid field cut, hull damage, rearm cycles, missile armour stripping, and 1 completed patriotic murder contract. Hydrate, repair, rearm, check your damn flight mode before combat. And remember, when ballistics bounce off the armoured turtle, stop tickling it and bring explosives. Commander Jambrick and the Shiv are standing down at Seraphim. Nova out.